in West Baltimore is connecting the city to each other. West Baltimore, Doc Cheatham is now in the process of creating a food market in there, a food desert with Lidl, which is a $68 billion German company.
Yeah.
How are you connecting this to the realities in the neighborhoods?
I don't know that we are, necessarily. I don't know that that's something we're focused on at this point. I mean, some of the companies that come through here are.
Yeah.
I mean, City Fam is focused on creating, basically trying to battle loneliness and through community. There are other companies that are doing things like that, but I mean, I don't know that that's a fundamental component of our charter, is to get quite that holistic. There are different channels to do that. You know, there's obviously you can do it through events like Baltimore Innovation Week, where we're going to have a bunch of people come through. We do it through communicating with all the other organizations and sharing, you know, our lists of, you know, our email lists and so forth. And you know, we get stuff into the local papers on a regular basis, and so does everybody else. And you know, one of the things I'm doing and we're doing here is trying to get more and more people to kind of cross-pollinate what they're doing, so that the word gets out that there are assets, there are resources that are available in the area.
Yeah.
I mean, we contribute beyond that. You know, there are people that are in the county and other parts of Maryland and that benefit from the programs, but the emphasis is on the city of Baltimore. That's the goal.
I mean,
I sat in on a talk that Aniban Basur gave a few months ago, and he actually argued that Baltimore is like the ideal city for innovation and economic development because it has low housing prices, and it's got infrastructure, and it's close to Washington, D.C., and it's got Hopkins and all the stuff that's going on in cyber and healthcare and the like. There is definitely an economic flywheel at work. There is a startup flywheel at work that's accelerating. I don't know if it's the sort of thing that's immediately noticeable, you know, but right now, to the outside, to the untrained eye. But there's definitely a bunch of stuff that's happening. And there's a culture here in the city that's a little bit unique, friendlier, and less competitive, that I think will benefit it over the long haul. That I don't think a lot of other cities, like Washington, D.C. doesn't have it in the same way. And San Francisco and the Bay Area don't have that same kind of cultural kind of camaraderie. We view ourselves as competing with anyone, in the sense that our job is to help support the economic engine of the city in our way through entrepreneurship and early stage startups and that sort of thing. If we can help Kevin Plank do that too, and we do that. I mean, we talk up all the other startup, you know, accelerators and incubators in town, and we promote everybody equally. We're not in a competitive battle with anyone that way. Well, our objective is simply to get more people doing more stuff and being more successful at it. And if we can help others do that, other competing accelerators or incubators, so what? We don't care.
And what is your background? I noticed you studied French in Freiburg University. You have an international background. Tell us more about that, where you worked in
I went to school for a full year in Switzerland, and just as a part of university, and which was great for me. It was a great experience and culturally expanding. But my background's been in enterprise sales, B2B sales for a long time, and then I went out on my own after a while, and so I've been doing that as a kind of coach consultant for the last 12, 13, 14 years. And now I'm doing a couple things here. I'm running the accelerator. I'm running the Pioneer program, and for ETC, I'm the entrepreneur in residence. And I've got a startup of my own, and with a buddy of mine, and so I'm staying busy.
Okay, thank you.